Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pop Denny, your home for all things pop culture. And today we've got a special video for Halloween, and we're going to be going through and ranking the first film in these 6 classic horror franchises. We got Child's Play, Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I thought about including some other franchises like Alien or The Conjuring, like just making it all horror. But there's so many other classic movies that I haven't watched that I've made it a point to watch these original 6, either somewhat recently or at some point in the past I've seen them. Because I wanted to get this video out for you guys on Halloween. So you're just going to be going through ranking these first movies. So yeah, and if you do want to see a video where I expand this and do more franchises, be sure to drop some ideas down in the comments below. And yeah, we can check it out. So starting off with number 6, pretty easily we've got the original Friday the 13th. Now, it's hard to say anything negative about these because they all have spawned pretty successful franchises, but when we're looking at just the individual movies, Friday the 13th is easily the weakest of this group. And it didn't start out terribly bad, honestly. You know, the whole setting of Camp Crystal Lake and the mystery, even though as viewers we kind of know who the killer is at this point in time, but not knowing who the killer is at the start of the movie and seeing the counselors picked off one by one, it's kind of a whodunit as well, so that adds a cool mystery element to the movie. But overall, just it doesn't bring much to the table other than being a copy of Halloween, which it's notoriously known for. And the ending, like especially the last 15 minutes or so, is just, it was not good. Like I was so taken aback by how off the rails this movie went. So yeah, Friday the 13th pretty easily is number 6 for me. Then coming in at number 5, we're going to go with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And it's a pretty steep jump from Friday to this one, because Texas Chainsaw is like the first slasher movie, that or Black Christmas, depending on who you ask. And it has a very homemade type of feel that it's known for. Feels very raw and real. And just the frenetic chaos throughout the movie is pretty unmatchable and pretty awesome to see. But just how it kind of devolves into just chaotic screaming, which I know this, my biggest problem with this franchise is it's just complete chaos and madness, which I get that's the point, but it's not really what I'm looking for in a movie. And all 3 of the ones in this franchise that I've seen are kind of like that, where it just devolves into complete and utter chaos. This one, though, is the original. It's the start of it, and really one of the first in the genre, so give it its credit there, but it's just one of the ones I would like to rewatch the least, I think. Now we get into a tough spot because these last 4 are all great, honestly. I probably will go with the Child's Play, the first one, at number 4, just because it's the one I've seen the most recent, and the Child's Play franchise is probably the one I'm least attached to. But watching this one, I was very surprised because I was expecting it to be very cheesy and campy, which it is. But they really nailed the atmosphere, the mystery of, first meeting Chucky. They handled that very well. The acting was really good. It had some humor in it, so very, very good. Very surprised and impressed by it for the first time I watched it. And yeah, definitely one of the better original horror movies. Number 3. Man, oh man, this is where it gets tough. Probably go with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Love the movie. It's one of the franchises that I've enjoyed the most watching. Just the character Freddy Krueger. He's got much more personality than someone like Jason or Michael Myers. He's got his like iconic one-liners and stuff. He's more humorous than other characters, even though he's super deadly. Heather Langenkamp as Nancy is one of the better final girls. We get young Johnny Depp here, which is cool to see. Just an all-around classic. Wes Craven one of his earliest works. So yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, can't say enough about it, and it rightly deserves number 3. And it honestly feels too low, but when you're ranking such great movies, someone's got to go at 3. But then coming in at number 2, and I guess by way of ranking that, we're going to also see number 1 at the same time. And for me, I've got to go Halloween at number 2 and Scream at number 1. Now, Halloween, complete respect. It is like the godfather of not just the slasher genre, but also the horror genre as a whole. You know, getting Michael Myers, one of the most iconic killers out there. A lot of like the camera work and stuff, him in the background watching from the shadows and stuff. They just a complete masterpiece in the genre. But Scream, the way that it was able to take the horror, but also turn it on its head in a meta way, you know, have the commentary on horror movies while also being a horror movie. So it's kind of a parody in some ways, not really, but it's also paying homage to these movies, which is super cool, a great idea, and Wes Craven knocked it out of the park here. And it's, yeah, campy and stuff, but it works very well, and it is definitely my favorite of the first in all these horror movie franchises. So, yeah, that is it. Kind of a shorter video. I was expecting it to be a little longer, but we only had 6 movies to talk about. So, like I said, if you guys want to see me do an expanded one with other franchises, be sure to let me know which ones you'd want me to talk about. I can work on trying to watch those, and we can kind of work our way through and maybe do, like, you know, the first movie in the franchise and maybe do the second, third, and so on. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. As always, I do enjoy. I hope you enjoy the video, and I appreciate your support. I do not know where I was going there. It's been a long day. I won't lie. But thank you all for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And be on the lookout, because I do have a video planned in the early part of November to do like a recap ranking of, or not ranking, a tier list of all the movies I watched in the month of October. And yeah, catch you guys up on what I've been watching. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.